For a Rescue of the Week episode, the pacing was kept fluid and consistent, and the tetrapod seemed like an Arctic version of the mole, especially with the heat unit that was on the end, which, if I'm not mistaken, was also used for Thunderbird 4 in the Season 2 episode Deep Search. And it's a nice lesson for Alan to learn that Brendan is not who he seems to be, with the way he tries to shut him down whenever Alan wants to be in the vlog. And I'm going to be honest, Brendan was not necessarily less obnoxious. I just felt like he was a little bit cruel in some places. And I think it's also like a metaphor for sometimes you shouldn't meet your heroes, because what they appear to be on screen is not necessarily who they are on the other side of the camera. Now, that's not to say that every single person's hero is a complete contrast to who they see on the screen. No. 9 times out of 10, the people that they see are the people that they've seen on screen is the people that they see in real life. I think it's just in this case that Brandon the Bear Berrenger is, well, let's be honest, he's kind of a jerk. But then again, you'd think that he would have learnt his lesson the first time round when borrowing Francois Lemaire's air balloon, causing a lot of reckless behaviour, and in doing so, endangering Scott's life. So nice to see in this episode he hasn't learnt a thing, especially with the way he goes and does his extreme boarding on the mountain, even though, you know, it's kind of a telltale sign there's going to be a disaster. But then there wouldn't be the point of international rescue if they didn't have someone to save. But at the same time, moral lessons as well as logical lessons being learned would have been appreciated. I'm just saying. The regulars excel, as they so often do, and Tom Rosenthal reprises his role as the returning Brandon Berrenger, and Brandon is as irritating as ever, but to be fair to Tom, he plays it well. And I like the voice actress who played Goose. I'm not entirely sure if that was meant to be a nod from Top Gun with the character called Goose, but it could just be completely coincidental. Make of that what you will. I was glad to see the miniatures return this week, as the sets for the mountain are just so well done, along with the crevasses. Even the Avalanche was done well, so animation gets a major plus point for bringing the sets back, and also doing very well animated snow. So, yeah, animation, perfect 10 this week. This was a fairly decent episode to end the second block of Season 3 with. Brandon Berrenger hadn't been seen since Season 2, so I suppose it was okay for him to come back at this point. And now begins the long wait until the third block of Season 3. Until next time, whenever that will be, good night from the night, and Thunderbirds are go.